so that was the starting house, and this is the lot for the big house. So we'll just dive in then. Alright, so this is the lot. It's really huge. I just start with a bunch of really big rooms. And I saw this technique that someone else did with their YouTube series, and I really liked their entryway. So I copied it, sort of. But I could not figure out how to do it for this is all me trying to figure out how to do it. Because you have to have the foundation, and I couldn't figure out how to make the foundation work. So that's what this is. This is just half walls and all sorts of funky mess. But then I finally figured it out right here. So, and then we had the issue with the stairs. I couldn't figure out how to get the stairs to come. And finally it just worked. I'm not actually sure why it didn't work before and did work later. See, because it won't just go up to the main floor. It wants to go all the way up to the second floor. I'm not actually sure how I finally... Oh, we had to make it go up to a floor, an actual floor. That's how we fixed it. And then we choose a door, and I thought it would be really cool to have like just windows and bunches of windows there. So there's the rest of the porch. It's a tall porch, and it's just a wall of windows, the whole entryway. And it's this big column and the entryway goes up to the second floor with the balcony around the edge, and it's so cool looking. And then I had the problem with this stairs. That was fun. So what I wanted to do was have this big grand staircase that had 2 levels, and that's why we had to have the other level to begin with. And here's, oh, that's a brother hugging me. I left it in because it was cute. Brothers. And there's the stairs, finally working. And we make the second floor banisters. I made these little platforms here so that I could put little stuff that you could see through the window. I wanted you to be able to see things through the window, and that was the only way I could figure out how to do that. So there's little platforms, which I'm not actually sure the Sims can reach, but they look cool, so oh well. So then we put a grand piano there. Later I actually switched it out for a different, better piano. And then we put the little plants in the corner just to be decorative, and I put a random love seat in here just because it felt like it fit. I'm not actually sure what the point of that one is, because there's like 3 living rooms in the end. So why they need a random love seat right next to the door, I have no idea. Maybe it's to put on their shoes. And then I put some decorations and more stairs and lights. This is me putting lights in. Oh, and I love that light fixture, and so I had to put it in the tall area because that was just the perfect place for it. One time I tried putting it in a kitchen, and they had to walk around it, even though it was a tall ceiling. It was hilarious. Okay, and so then this is going to be the back porch. And yeah. So, blanking. I put out lots of different, I tried a couple different ideas for the chairs on the back porch. And I ended up with like this mixture, if you'll see in a moment. Oh yes, the lights. I love the lights. I put little Christmas lights out, and later I actually put out some more Christmas lights, which are really cool. Let's see. And we put the columns and the little bars across the columns to make it look cool. I think this is, and the grill. Gotta have a grill. And then I tried this table and those tables, and ta-da, now it's a mixture of them. I couldn't find the matching chairs to either table, so I kind of just found ones that kind of looked like they could match and did that. And I made the chairs all blue because why not? Give some splash of color. And a trash can. And then we put in a pool. Later I put algae in the pool, which is like really weird, I guess, but I really liked it. So, not algae, lily pads. So, yeah, they'll just have to swim around the lily pads. Except, of course, knowing Sims, they're just going to swim through the lily pads. And we put some benches so that people can watch while other people swim. And then over here, oh yes, I found the white wind chimes, so I put some little wind chimes in there. I chose the bamboo ones versus the aluminum or plastic ones. Anyways, so we put out some garden plots. And here's the other lights I was talking about. I really they didn't match up right, so I had to make them fall a little short, which was kind of sad, but oh well. And then I found a greenhouse. I was like, yes, because I have seasons on it, and like in the winter, anyways, it just felt right. So I put some little greenhouses over my plots of land. And then I just loved this statue, ornament, whatever, and so I just surrounded in plants of all sorts, like just lots of plants. It looks really cool, but you can only see it because I'm about to put a really big tree in the way, and then you can only see it if you come around to this corner of the yard, which is kind of disappointing. Maybe I'll move that tree later. We'll see. I think eventually that corner is going to turn into the graveyard when my Sims start dying. So, see, big trees. But they're pretty trees. And then I start building the recreational gym area. So we got some yoga mats and Pilates, whatever, and then we put the full-length mirrors on the walls, just like in a gym. And I wanted to put a mirror over the door, but I couldn't find any, so... Oh, and then partway through I realized I needed windows, and I wanted to put the windows on looking at the outside so they looked good from the outside instead of just putting them willy-nilly from the inside, So, all uniform and pretty, except that I then later, go back and change a bunch of things, so that's fun. And put some lighting in here, and I used a lot of custom content. So if you see this, especially in this kitchen, I used a lot of custom content. And there was 5 different kinds of counters, and so I played around a lot with where to put the counters and stuff. So, and apparently the oven has to be an island. It's just built into the island, and you can't make it any other way. Which was kind of disappointing because I wanted it under the other window, but I made it work. And there's so much counter space. I fill it up with knickknacks too, which is hilarious. And over there, that's a little cook station, for chefs. I just thought it would be fun to use for catering large events. And then that's a bar, where they serve drinks. And I love that wall thing that I was playing with, that really bright one. I use it later in the sauna, which I don't know if I taped because I didn't see it just now when I was editing. We'll see. And this is the dining room table just for when there's a few people around, when it's just part of the household and not visitors or anything. It's just a little dining room table. I'm finding all these little knickknacks, and so I keep playing with them. But there's this chairs. And then we get around to, oh yeah, I fixed the walls because I didn't like that green. It didn't match with the turquoise, everything else. And then this is the living room, and it's ridiculously huge. Look at all these couches. Just watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's more chairs. There's 4 couches and then chairs. There's 2 chairs and all these tables and ottomans. There's 2 more chairs, 4 chairs. And yeah, and just tables everywhere. Little tables, side tables. But it looks kind of cool scattered about like that. And it's kind of centered on the fireplace, and later I put a TV there, and then it's centered on the TV as well. Ta-da! On the TV. And we put some cute little decorations underneath of it. And then I start just decorating everything. And put stuff on everything. So, yeah. And this is the guest dining room table. This is when we actually have a big party or all the family around. Alright, so I had to go fix the walls because when I did the outdoor walls, it messed up my walls, which was frustrating. I also put lots of art everywhere. I had to go back and move my art later because I need to put something there. Yeah, fixing the walls. Putting lots of art everywhere. Okay, and then this is the living room that they bring people just, if some random person visits them, like one of the kids' friends, or maybe someone even more important than that, like just, if someone visits them, this is where they originally will take them. If they're more comfortable with them, they'll later take them somewhere else in the house, but first and foremost, when a visitor comes to visit, that's where you take them, is that other. And here's the knickknacks. Lots and lots of knickknacks. See, they're making an apple pie. There's apples and a rolling pin and a pie tin, and it's all pretty. And I couldn't figure out, I think these are supposed to be glass doors on those big upright square things, cabinets, but I couldn't make them work very well. I kind of just put them in front, which was kind of weird, but I left it. Oh well. And just decorating in this room a little bit more. I didn't decorate this room as much as I decorated some of the other rooms because I just didn't know what to do with it. And it felt better being simpler. Alright, and then we move back over here, and this is the art room. One of my favorite rooms. My favorite room though is the other living room. That one's great. You'll see it in a moment. But this one's got bright purple carpet and purple and blue walls. And they have the musical instruments and craziness, colored tables and colored lights and colored shelves. Oh, and I have to come over here and mess with something in the middle of building that room because I'm scattered like that. And I moved that picture over there. And then we put some shelves back over here in this room. And then we fill everything full of stuff. Pictures and books and quill pens and stuff. Old books. But yeah, there's a guitar, a violin, and a keyboard in here, as well as an easel. And those two big squares are places to make huge painted murals. One on the floor and one on the wall. And then this is the home theater. And it actually turns out looking a lot like a home theater, which is really cool. So, we get the red carpet and the red seating. And then I remembered these lights from something else, and I took a moment to find them, but there they are. And they're little strips of light on the ground, just like in a theater. I was very proud of that one. And then we make a hall over here. And this is the living room that's my favorite room. It turns out really crazy looking, but it's so much fun. So there's actually going to be 3 sets of couches in that room. So there's the first 2, and then we get some chairs on those, and a love seat. And then I put some fireplaces in front of them. So now there ends up being 3 fireplaces in that room as well, which is kind of weird. And I put some little decorations on those. And then the rugs. I spent way too much time on the rugs. Just overlaying billions of rugs and shrinking and growing them and making them all sorts of weird things. See, rugs. But they look really cool now, so, oh well. And this whole household is mostly wood flooring, and then they just put rugs on it, everything. So, I think that's an old house type, old mansion type thing to do, right? I don't know. And then we have some chess tables over here. Oh, did we get rid of the... Oh, no, yeah, there it is. There's the third couches and fireplace. And chairs. And then I fill the walls full of art again. Because it's just art. And we decorate. I changed the flooring of that other room. And we put some lighting everywhere. Yay, lighting. Can see things. And we put lots of side decorative tables in the hallway. And then fill them full of plants. Lots and lots of plants. And this is where I put the lily pads in the thing, because I just found them and went, oh, yay, lily pads. So, and then I tried putting some side tables over here, because I'd learned about the side tables and the other stuff. We put some other work tables, and those are dance floors. And I put a better easel in there, because I was like, wait, there's much better easels. Pipe organ, and a DJ place, and a better karaoke thing. So I put a karaoke thing over there, and there's the better piano. And then I start building the upstairs. So the upstairs actually is a really weird configuration. If you see, this room is like really weird shaped. It's got 2 corners cut off. I messed up building it over and over again, if you saw that. Well, and I turned off the collision thing, so then I had to go fix windows manually. Which, I mean, worked, because then I didn't just lose the window. Then we put doors on everything. And see, I start to decorate this room, and then I'm like, this is too big of a room, and I cut it in half. That's the Heidi room. It's got all the stuff from a mod that's all called Heidi. And partway through, I was talking to my mother, and I don't know, stopped doing rooms to do the roof. Because why not? And I messed with the roof a lot, because it just wasn't working quite the way I wanted it. We put some columns there, and get the roofs the right height. You can see I'm talking to my mom over there. And then I put these cute little, so you know on those houses they have like windows with little jutting out things with windows. So I put a couple of those on there because it just looks cool. They're just extra rooms that you can't actually get to or anything, but they're cool looking. So, and then while talking to my mother, I realized I need to put bathrooms on the first floor. So here's the bathroom for the first floor. And this is all custom content here. I use this bathroom, but a different color upstairs as well, because I like the bathtub. It's kind of more of a jacuzzi. This one's pink colors, and the upstairs one's green. Then I put another bathroom at the end of this hall over here, so I have to move all the tables. And I just used one of the spa ones for this, because it's my favorite bathroom. I love it. It's got a clear door, which is kind of weird, but it's really cool looking otherwise, so I just kept it. And then we made this bathroom, and I wasn't satisfied with this bathroom, so I actually came back later and fixed it. I don't like the coloring I made it in. But this is one of the custom content, and later I fill it in with a second custom content bathroom. So, and then there's this bathroom over here. This is yet another custom content bathroom. And I made the walls taller so I could use the lighting right. Put some wallpaper on everything. And some decorative mirrors. And then here's the bathroom I used the downstairs, except now I'm using it green and white instead of black and pink. And then we go over here. And then I start just laying out how many custom content bedrooms I had, and I had a lot. And that room was really big, so I just cut it in half. But I had a lot of custom content bedrooms. There was one that I didn't use, but I used all the others. I had 11 bedrooms, which is a lot. And I had 2 bedrooms that had 2 beds in it. two bed set and sets. So this is me just putting all the stuff out there from each set, and then I go back and arrange it. So, and if you can tell, it is morning it was morning when I was doing this. I stayed up most of the night decorating these rooms. I slept partway in between, but for the most part, I just did this straight. If you notice that bedroom I just decorated, I forgot the wallpaper and flooring. It still doesn't have wallpaper and flooring, so when we actually get to that, I'll need to remember to give it some wallpaper and flooring. And then we go to this one. So that last one was a child's bedroom, the really bright colored one, and this one's a teen bedroom. And it's kind of got so the last one had a slightly princess theme, and this one has a slightly fashion theme. And this one's got a guitar theme. It's got guitars everywhere. And it's red, of course. This one's also a teen bedroom, but it's smaller and didn't have as much stuff, so I had to fill it in with other sets. This is also a teen bedroom. And then I laid out all the bigger beds, and then I realized some of those were mattresses that fit on one of the beds. And I had to go back and put wallpaper on a bunch of things. And here's me rearranging the bathroom, because I didn't like it. I used the second set I used was a seaside something or other. So it's got coral and starfish and shells and stuff. And then this coastal, because it matches this bedroom set that's also coastal. The lamp is a anchor and such and such. And then I used a bunch of circular rugs, because apparently I really like circular rugs. And I really like this corner bedroom that I'm about to get to. Oh, apparently we're going to do this bedroom first. The other corner bedroom I really like. Oh, and I really like this one. So it's kind of a black and dark pink theme, which is really nice. And the other one's a gray and light pink theme. And they're in the same room, so it's slightly opposing personalities, which I thought was kind of fun. And I forgot the wallpaper and flooring in that. And this room, this is my favorite room, right here. It's kind of a seaside garden-y feel. It's got plants and little orbs everywhere, which is fun. And I don't know, there's this little place that you can walk up to, and it's supposed to be decorative. I don't know. It's cool. I also really like this one. This is the master bedroom. There's 2 beds in it and lots of space. It doesn't have a bathroom with it, but it has 2 doors, one going towards the stairwell and one going straight to the bathroom across the hall. So it kind of has its own bathroom, but it shares it. So, It has a bathtub in it because the bathtub just fit really well, and it came with the set. Like, it was a bedroom set, but with the bedroom set came a bathtub. So I put it in there. It's kind of a jacuzzi bathtub. And yes, yellow walls. And then we had to light the hallways and the bedrooms, because I forgot to light things. Light. We put some pictures up. And then we landscape some more. Landscape the front. One of my favorite bushes are these ones I'm putting in now. They're called lollipop, they're called gumdrop bushes. And they can be so many different colors. They're fun. And then just plants everywhere. And ivy growing on it. I love that. I know it breaks the house, but I just love what. Alright, so it is finished. And I will voice over all of that. And then I will upload. So, until then, have a good day.